Hi, I'm Janice Abel from ARC Advisory Group, and I'm here today with Richard Beeson, Chief Technology Officer at OSIsoft, to discuss the digital transformation in manufacturing. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Janice. It's great to be here.
So tell me, Richard, tell me about OSIsoft and your role as the Chief Technology Officer.
My pleasure. OSI is a 37-year-old company, and we provide the leading infrastructure for the management and use of operations data across industry and within and beyond the boundaries. I currently serve as CTO. I've been at OSI now in my 28th year, and it has been every day has just been is amazing. I get to work with incredible people, and I get to work in a field that is incredibly dynamic. The technology is changing. Day to day, I get to really focus on the long-term strategy and vision for OSIsoft. I'm looking at the 3 to 7 year horizon. I get to work within my team with our innovation program, with our research team, with our academia group, with our developer community, and all of these serve as touch points as to where we will be going in the future, what the opportunities are, how the landscape is changing.
So what industries does OSI serve?
So traditionally, OSI's focused on process industries, the core process industries, oil and gas, chemicals, pharma, pulp and paper, mining, all those areas. But what we're finding is that with the digitization of pretty much everything, sensor data, operations, view is expanding into many places. For example, we've been working in facilities management. We've monitored Major League Baseball stadiums and had some amazing success stories there, even NHL hockey stadiums. We've even had people monitor the players. The list goes on. And as we look at our core customers, and we look at their broader ecosystem, and imagine the greater operational view. It really is touching everything now. So this is a really exciting time.
So tell me, what new technologies are you working on, and what type of product innovations?
Okay, so everything really keys off of our core product, our core technology, the PI system, or this information infrastructure. Within that, we continue to do major innovation and evolution of that core technology. So on the edge, we're putting a lot of energy into ensuring that we're collecting data from all the emerging data sources, so that no matter where the data is coming from, no matter the platforms or the systems, our customers can have a complete or comprehensive operational view. At the enterprise level, we're focusing on scaling that technology and also the manageability of that technology, so that the customers can adopt and deploy with very little friction. Higher up the stack, the way that the information is used, we're putting a big investment in our visualization technologies. A lot of things will be rolling out in the next couple of years in that area. We're putting a lot of energy in the contextualization, the organization of all of this information, which is critical for the application and use of this growing pile of operations data. Also, we introduced in the last couple of years technology called integrators. Integrators allow our customers to take data in a decision-ready format from the system into partner technologies, such as Esri GIS system, and in SAP HANA and their whole IoT platform, and Microsoft Cortana Analytics. That's just the beginning of the list. And I would say the last big area of innovation that we're currently working on is in what we call community. And that is, we believe that the value of the data that's being managed in this infrastructure increases as you cross boundaries and as you get more eyeballs on that. So our community story is really about enterprises being able to share data bidirectionally, securely, with their broader ecosystem. So those are the main areas right now that we'll see product innovation and release over the next year or two.
So looking further into the future, what other areas is OSI exploring? What are some of their strategies?
One area that's interesting to us is in fog computing. We're really looking at the fog pattern as much more appropriate to the industrial space, the operations space. And that is, in the consumer world, we see this pattern, this IoT pattern, where you go from device like your watch or your phone to cloud. And while that is very powerful paradigm for certain things, the realities of manufacturing, the realities of process industries are that they require a different architecture. And there's some really interesting things actually going on. For example, I think we're going to see personal data centers, the personal cloud. They're going to be everywhere, and you're not going to move all your data from one data center to another data center just to do analytics or do visualization or do the things you need to do. So I think fog represents an opportunity in the IoT landscape, in the big data landscape, in a way that serves the customers and brings all of the information to where they need it. Another area that I'm particularly interested in is data organization, data contextualization, the semantic experience or the taxonomy of all this information. It's an ongoing challenge. The PI system currently has what we call our asset framework. I think if we were to build it today, we would call it our thing system or our thing database. But back in the early 2000s, when we developed that wasn't the term. So that I think is, as you've got this explosion of information, as you want to share data across a broader ecosystem, the ability to organize that data and contextualize it in a way that's meaningful across this diverse landscape, so that it's applicable to analytics and applicable to all these scenarios is important. So those are at least two areas that we're making a big push.
Thank you, Richard. That's great insight, and thank you for speaking with us today.
Okay.
I've been speaking with Richard Beeson of OSIsoft about the digital transformation in manufacturing. Thank you very much.